I had no idea what 2 beers and 3 pincho would cost before we ordered. It turned out it only cost €13. That's a good bargain. Buenos dias, this is Ken and welcome to my channel, Ken Travel 360. It's now day 4 of the Royal Caribbean cruise on Anthem of the Seas. We've just docked at Getxo, which is the port for Bilbao. Bilbao port actually has a terminal, so it probably has a bit more facilities. As you can see, we've just got off the ship. We're ready to explore Bilbao today. Right, we just got off Anthem of the Seas. You can see the giraffe up there.
Unlike La Rochelle, there is no free shuttles provided to go to the city centre. There is a pay-for one, which costs €10 per person. But once you're in Bilbao, you may still need other transport, so we decided to take the metro instead. I'll show you how to walk to the metro station, Neguri. From the cruise terminal, just keep walking along the road until you reach Arriaga Beach. At the roundabout junction, you turn right and keep walking along the harbour till the next intersection where you turn left. Then at the Y junction, bear right and continue to keep to the right until you reach the metro station. It's a gradual uphill walk. To use the metro, I strongly recommend you buy a Barrick card at any metro station. It costs €3, but it can be shared among up to 10 people, so you only need to buy one. We bought one and topped it up with €5. We'll prepare to top up more later, but surprisingly, €5 was all we need for the transport needs the whole day. The savings by using the Barrick card add up quickly. As you can see, with 2 persons sharing a card, one trip and the savings already almost cover the cost of the card.
So the Bilbao metro system was designed by Norman Foster, and it's very modern and it's very easy to use. So as you can see, you still have to wear a mask when you are in the Spanish public transport system. We took the metro from Neguri, the station nearest, the cruise terminal, and we have got to the town center very quickly.
Welcome to Bilbao.
Okay, so the plan today is to take the metro to Bilbao Center to see Guggenheim, as well as Jeff Koons' puppy. And perhaps we'll also visit a Pincho bar in the Old Town, and if time allows, we'll visit the Vizcaya Bridge. I've been to Bilbao before and have done all this before, but it's a nice city, so it's always worth revisiting it. In 1992, the city planners of Bilbao decided to transform Bilbao from a declining, unsustainable, polluted industrial city to a world-class, vibrant, beautiful, cosmopolitan city. Today, Bilbao is clean and inviting with excellent restaurants, cafes, shopping, tourist sites, historic buildings, museums, churches. So we just arrived at Guggenheim. Okay, behind me is the installation called Puppy, and it's created by Jeff Koons. It's a 12-meter tall Highland Terrier made up of thousands of begonias. With a shimmering titanium look, the Museo Guggenheim Bilbao is probably one of modern architecture's most iconic buildings. When it opened in 1997, the Frank Gehry Design Museum, a spectacular structure made of titanium, glass and limestone, was hailed as the most important building of its time. It sparked the city's inspired regeneration, stimulated further development, and placed Bilbao firmly in the international tourism map. Frank Gehry designed the museum with historical and geographical context in mind. The site was an industrial wasteland and part of Bilbao's wretched and decaying warehouse district on the banks of the Ria del Nervión. Near the riverbank is Louis Bourgeois' Mana, a skeletal spider-like canopy said to symbolize a protective embrace. So I remember last time when we came to Guggenheim, there was a lot more outdoor sculptures between the museum and the riverbank.
Here are some photos from my previous trip. There was a pool of water, which when combined with the reflexive artwork, made for some really pretty scenery. But today, with the pool drained for some reason, it just somehow doesn't look as good. Anyway, we are not going to go inside the Guggenheim today. We'll walk along the riverbank and head to the Ascender funicular.
Okay, we're about to cross the river on the Zubizuri Bridge. If we go a little bit here, we can see the dramatic design of this bridge.
The bridge has a very futuristic design, and the curved walkway makes it look rather special.
We just got onto the Ascender funicular. If you got a barrick card, it's a much better value. It's only 32 cents. So what we are going to do is we're going to take this funicular to go up to the Ascender. From up there is going to be a great view of the city, including Guggenheim Bilbao and all the great bridges along the river. So the funicular on the other side is just passing now, on our left. So we just took the Ascender funicular to come up. If you do not have a barrick card, and if you buy a single ticket, it's €2.50, and a return ticket is €4.30. However, if you got one of the barrick card, which you can use for metro as well, it only costs 32 cents per trip. So return will be 64 cents, but compared to this, it's a huge saving. It's a much higher ground than Bilbao, and from here, we are looking forward to see a good panorama of the city. Lots of the Bilbao sign here. Bilbao, Bilbo, Bilbao. So Bilbo is the Basque name of Bilbao. So from up here, you get good views of the city. Here, you can see Ponte La Salve as well as the Guggenheim Museum and all the modern buildings behind as well. Let's zoom in a bit. There, you can see Guggenheim very clearly now. So from up here, we have a good view of the old town. You see the river where it reached an end with a octagonal building. That's where the old town is. So we have done the Ascender Mirador, and now we're ready to go back down to Bilbao on the funicular.
So next, we'll visit Casco Viejo, the medieval old quarter.
We are now entering the old quarter, and here there is one of the Pincho Place Claudio, but it's closed at the moment. Claudio is one of the more famous place for Pincho in Bilbao. However, it's only open in the evenings. The compact Casco Viejo, Bilbao's atmospheric old quarter, is full of charming streets, boisterous bar, and plenty of quirky and interesting shops. In the heart of the old town, you will find Bilbao's original 7th Street, Las Siete Calles, which dates back from the 1400s. So this is the square where there are lots of pincho place. It's Plaza Nueva. This is the pincho space.
Pinchos are like tapas. They are small portions of food that are served in the bar. So the way it works here, everything is displayed and you just tell them what you would like. And then they will prepare or cook them. And they will be brought to your table.
So after 2-3 hours of sightseeing, we're all both really tired with our legs. We went into the old town and we looked for Pincho Bar to have lunch. So a lot of them are either full or are not open for lunchtime. But eventually we managed to find one that is open. So we got some beer. Order 3 dishes of pincho. The first one is this one is a mushroom, and this one is a cod fish. This cod fish pincho, according to the waitress, is a local delicacy. Another dish has just arrived. It's some barbecue meat. Looks very delicious. Cheers. This one is really delicious. I had no idea what 2 beers and 3 pincho would cost before we ordered. It turned out it only cost €13. That's a good bargain.
After lunch, we continue to stroll around the medieval old quarter.
This one is a hat shop with lots of different hats, including Panama hats. So on the opposite side of the bridge, you can see a beautiful market. But here on this side, the main attraction is the Teatro Arriaga. So this is the St. Nicholas Church. So ironically, after a whole morning of cloudy weather, just when we are leaving Bilbao city center, the sun came out. So we're going back into the metro system now.
We are taking the metro to Arrieta station, where we will visit the Vizcaya Bridge. With the Barrick card, we have now saved almost €13, so even with the cost of €3, the Barrick card is definitely the way to go. When you get out of Arrieta station, look for this purple sign posting Puente Vizcaya, and then just keep walking all the way down to the river.
Wow, we're here at the famous Vizcaya Bridge. You can see the transporter is running now. This is one of the oldest transporter bridge in the world. There are only a few left in the world. As you can see, both cars and passengers are carried on the transporter. We have been here before. We have been both up there as well as experienced it on the transporter. Both are really amazing experience and are worth doing when you come to visit Bilbao. Looks like the transporter has reached the other side now. As you can see, the whole process takes only about a minute. It's really quick. So this is the lift to get up to the top. So to do that, you have to join a sightseeing tour. But the view from up there is absolutely amazing.
As we didn't do it this time, I'll instead show you photos of a previous visit. At the top, you can see the cruise terminal as well as the white cliffs of Getxo. The origins of the bridge go right back to the end of the 19th century. Vizcaya Bridge was constructed to link the 2 banks of the mouth of the river Nervion without hindering ships. It connects the town of Portugalete and Getxo. The bridge was inaugurated in 1893. The bridge was designed by Mr. Alberto Palacio y Elizagre and was the first transporter bridge built in the world made with a metallic structure. When he was designing the bridge, he analyzed all of the options available at the time: a shuttle on rails, floating barges, and all sorts of bridges, revolving, platform, submarine, and elevated, etc. All of those options were ruled out until he finally invented what he called a Palacio Shuttle Bridge, the system you see here.
If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel with notifications on so you won't miss another video from me. So we have finished visiting Vizcaya Bridge. We're now gonna catch a bus. It basically takes you almost straight back to the cruise terminal. So it's very convenient. Right, our bus is arriving, 3411. So we've just taken the bus 3411 and it deposited us at this station. And from here, you cross the road, you can already see the Anthem of the Seas.
We used the Barrick card again, and it didn't even deduct any money for me. I think the bus ride was considered as a free transfer from the metro to the bus.
So we enjoy a great stay out in Bilbao, even though the weather for most of the time was a bit cloudy. When we got back to the Vizcaya Bridge area, it's totally clear sky, which was nice. And here, it's also really good weather. So I think when we get back to the ship, we'll go up to the sun deck. So from Getxo here, you can actually see the Transporter Bridge.
We've got back to Arriaga Beach.
It's now looking really nice. Not many people here. Over there, the white cliffs are a lot more striking now in the late afternoon sun. So we just got back to the ship, and because this weather is so magnificent, all the sun deck chairs are occupied. So you can indeed see the Vizcaya Bridge. We are leaving Bilbao.
Before dinner, we decided to spend some time in the jacuzzi in the adults only section of the solarium.
So after having dinner at the main dining room for the last 3 days, tonight we decided to have the buffet dinner because they have Spanish food for dinner. They even have a paella station, so you can decide what ingredients go into your paella. Let's see what they have. This one is international flavor. They have some cod, some pork chop, and some braised lamb. Here at the deli, they have some ensaladilla and Spanish pasta salad. Lots of bread. Fresh from the garden, more salad. And on the other side, they have lots of fruits. The fruits on Royal Caribbean Cruise are really good, really fresh. Desserts. These are really good looking desserts. I'm looking forward to try them later. Oh, chocolate dulce cake and chocolate cheesecake. This is their favorite session. Roasted garlic and rosemary chicken. Something from the grill. And then they have a pasta station here. And beyond that, today, because we visited a Spanish town, Bilbao, we have a Spanish paella today. They even have a paella station here that will cook paella live for you.
After dinner, we had some time before the main show, so we went into Boleros again, and somehow I decided to sing karaoke again, but I have inadvertently chosen a more difficult song this time, Wake Me Up.
Feel my way for the darkness, guided by the evening heart. I can tell where to turn to end, but I know where to start. So wake me up when it's over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself, and I feel no one was lost.
Right, I think it's best to leave the singing to the professionals. Let's go to the main theatre to see East Coast Boys. What a great show by the East Coast boys. It's been a long day and it's time to end this video. If you have been watching all the way to this point, I thank you and I will see you in the next episode. Hasta la vista,